All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started tonight. Turn this over to the superintendent.
Yes, good evening, board members and staff and parent community, and especially our students. And great to have you here at our May regular board meeting. To start off with, I would like to introduce Ms. Janice Hernandez, who's going to lead us in our invocation, followed by the pledge of allegiance.
Dear God, we thank you for the opportunity to come and gather together this day. We ask for your hand of blessing on this meeting. We ask that you would guide and direct our meeting so that it is full of wisdom, productivity, and respect for one another. Thank you for helping us to accomplish our work and our goals this day. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Ms. Hernandez.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Next thing on the agenda is to canvass the votes for the May 4th election.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today I'm here to canvass the votes and declare winners of the May 4th, 2019 School Board Trustee election. On May 4th, 2019, we held a joint election to fill two at-large places on the board, currently held by Mr. Sylvester Vasquez Jr. and Ms. Ida Perez-Sadokin. There were a total of 4 candidates. We had over 403 ballots cast, 156 early voters, and 31 mail-in ballots. Tonight, I'm recommending that the board approve the canvass of the 2019 school board election results and declare Mr. Sylvester Vasquez Jr. and Ms. Ida Perez-Sadokin as the winners.
Need a motion.
I move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Congratulations. The next thing is to administer the oath to the 2 winners of the election.
I do. By the power vested in me as an order of public servant for the great state of Texas, I hereby administer the oath to the newly elected Southwest Board of Trustees. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully execute the duties of the office of trustee for the Southwest Independent School District for the state of Texas and will, to the best of your ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States and of this state? And do you furthermore solemnly swear that you have not directly nor indirectly paid, offered, or promised to pay, contributed, or promised to contribute any money or valuable thing, or promised any public office or employment as a reward for the giving or withholding a vote at the election of which you were elected, so help you God?
I do.
Congratulations again. The next thing is the election of officers for the next school year. And it's a bad thing this time of year. I have to turn this over to the superintendent. And over the years, he's been pretty good at it, but you give him a little leeway here and you never know what's going to happen. Dr. Versta.
Technically, I'm the president right now.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And before I take nomination, I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Doken, Mr. Vasquez, and I think the numbers that Brandon went through, I think are validation of people in our community know that your service to our community is great, and Brandon is in the interest of all of our students. And so congratulations again. You're wonderful people. You're doing a great job, and I think those numbers kind of show that. And so
Amen.
with that, I will
Just a
take
second.
nominations.
Since before you said that, I'd like to say one other thing. Back in the old days, Mona didn't have to read that. We had to get up and read all that ourselves, and you get up here and raise your hand and try to read all that, and everybody's standing out there, you really get too excited about it. But Mona does a great job, and I want to thank her.
Thank you.
We appreciate the new days.
All right, Mr. President.
I will take nominations for the board for the position of board president.
I nominate Mike Frazier for board president.
I second.
I have a nomination for Mr. Mike Fraser as president, and a second, Mr. Vasquez.
Any discussion?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Nay.
Thank you all very much.
Motion carries. Turn it back over to you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. The next thing is the office of vice president. I need to take, go ahead.
I'd like to nominate Sylvester Vasquez for vice president.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Now the office of secretary.
I nominate Ida Sedolkin for the office of secretary.
Second.
The motion's been made and seconded. Everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now the office of the assistant secretary.
And I nominate James Sullivan for assistant secretary.
I second it.
The motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Congratulations, everybody. All right, moving on down. Approve the resolution for board signatures.
Yes, sir. This was, if the board would have changed positions, we would have had to have changed signatures. So this resolution at this time is not needed.
All right, the next thing on the agenda is recognitions.
Yes, sir, we're excited to bring some really great student recognitions. We have some students of the month, and we also have a report from both of our high schools for the first time, from our high school principals, where we'll get to meet our Val and Sal tonight and recognize them and acknowledge them tonight. So I'll turn it back over to Janice and Andrew to start those recognitions.
Thank you. So our first recognition for tonight, we're going to ask Sun Valley Elementary to recognize Emily Gonzalez. Emily is an A honor roll student at Sun Valley Elementary. She achieved masters on both her STAR reading and math assessments. In and out of school, she displays the characteristics of honesty, compassion, and integrity. She is a member of the Safety Patrol's Solar Car Club, choir, and orff ensemble. Outside of school, Emily plays basketball and softball. In the future, Emily would like to attend the University of Texas at San Antonio or Texas A&M to study either singing or teaching. Next, we have Scobey Middle School, who would like to recognize 7th grade student Isaac Das. Isaac scored the highest in the Duke Talent Identification Program with an SAT composite score of 1150. He was awarded state recognition status along with eligibility to Duke's TIP's Summer Studies and E-Studies programs. Isaac's teacher shares that he is an amazing writer, well-spoken individual, and inspirational. Isaac represented Scobey at the regional spelling bee. Out of all the 7th grade students at Scobey Middle School, Isaac has the highest average ELAR and an honors GT. After high school, Isaac plans to attend college and major in science. Okay, so now Southwest High School would like to recognize the salutatorian Andrea Garcia for the class of 2019. Andrea is a well-rounded young lady who stands out amongst her peers. She will be graduating with the public service endorsement and multidisciplinary endorsement. Andrea has challenged herself in the classroom and will have earned a total of 35 college hours. She has been involved in varsity tennis, health occupations, Students of America, student leaders, junior class president, senior class historian, art club, and VASE. She has received an award for Alamo Bowl Scholarship, Chemistry Student of the Year, an honor roll part-time honors with Palo Alto College, and Superintendent Scholar Summit Award. Andrea will be attending New York University, where she plans to major in biology pre-med program. Congratulations. Southwest High School would like to recognize the valedictorian Elizabeth Espinosa for the class of 2019. Elizabeth has always been very personable and is a leader on our campus. She will be graduating with the Business and Industry Endorsement, Arts and Humanities Endorsement, STEM Endorsement, and Multidisciplinary Endorsement. Elizabeth has taken numerous of advanced academic courses and will have earned a total of 48 college hours. Elizabeth has been involved in Business Professionals of America, where she served as the president, Computer Networking National Finalist Cyber Patriot Competition, where she served as the treasurer, Computer Networking All-Female Team, Track and Field, UIL Academic Competition for Spelling, Student Council Treasurer for Sophomore Class, National Technical Honor Society Treasurer, National Honor Society, and Spanish Honor Society. She has also been recognized as an AP Scholar for World History and Spanish 5, NCWIT Regional Winner, and National Honorable Mention, Superintendent Scholar Summit Award, Full-Time Presidential Honors Recognition for Palo Alto College, BPA Regional Winner, first place, and BPA State Winner, fourth place. Elizabeth will be attending Cornell University, where she plans to major in computer science. Congratulations. And a historic moment for Southwest Legacy High School with their first top 2 seniors for the campus. So we're going to recognize Southwest Legacy High Schools who would like to recognize the salutatorian Carla Hernandez Gonzalez. Southwest Legacy's first salutatorian and part of the first graduating class at Southwest Legacy High School. Carla is very goal-oriented and dedicated to everything she does. She always strives for perfection and is very humble in her demeanor. Carla is always willing to lend a helping hand. Legacy also created the first Interact Club, where students desire to volunteer their time and aid school and community. Carla was a big part of starting that program at Legacy. As a result, she was instrumental in creating Legacy's first recycling program. All in all, she is just a great student with a heart of gold. Carla will be attending the University of the Incarnate Word and studying nursing and potentially attending medical school. She will finish with a 4.15 grade point average. What Carla will remember most about Southwest Legacy High School is how moving into a new school was a difficult transition. However, her senior year was amazing thanks to the environment that was created by the senior class of 2019. Congratulations. Southwest Legacy High School would like to recognize the valedictorian of 2019, Abner Vanaha. Southwest Legacy's first valedictorian and part of the first graduating class at Southwest High School, Abner is an outstanding student who truly excels in the classroom. Abner is a competitor, perfectionist, and humble student who is deeply rooted and has a strong family support system. Abner has shown great leadership and kindness to all while attending Legacy High School. He has also been involved in his church's youth group throughout high school. As a member of this group, he has participated in the youth choir, in fundraising efforts, and in preparation for various social events. He will finish with a 4.28 grade point average, and he will be attending the University of Texas at San Antonio, where he plans to study computer science. What Abner will remember most about Southwest Legacy High School is the best friends who went out of their way to befriend and socialize with a quiet person like himself. Congratulations.
You know, we have our students of the month up here from elementary, middle school, and our high-achieving high school students, represented as Sal and Val of their respective high schools. And so they would have been former students of the month. We wanted our young students to see what they could be. But we also know behind these high-achieving students who are making great decisions are families. And so we'd like to ask our parents, all these students who are up here, would our parents please stand up and let us recognize you, because we know it takes a network of support for these students to achieve what they're achieving. We'd also like to ask our principals represented by these campuses, would our principals please stand? So, thank you guys.
other recognition for tonight is our ELAR coordinator. CNI Division would like to recognize Vicky Mata, the ELAR District Coordinator. Come on up. Vicky Mata completed all the mandatory requirements to officially become a certified Abitos trainer. To complete the program, Vicky had to submit 30 summaries of professional literacy books. She also had to present 2 45-minute lessons to Dr. Joyce A. Carroll, the co-founder of Abitos. Through this certification program, Vicky has obtained a wealth of literacy knowledge and teaching best practices that have greatly influenced the reading and writing professional development sessions she's developed and delivered to elementary teachers the past 2 years. Vicky will continue to put her Abitos learning into practice through her service as the elementary coordinator.
Vicki, did you bring your parents? Congratulations. Thank you for your.
And our last recognition for tonight, we actually want to recognize the district. Southwest ISD was selected as a semifinalist during the preliminary judging of the 2019 HEB Excellence in Education Awards. So basically more than 1,500 applications from educators all over Texas, and the judges of HEB had their work cut out for them in narrowing the field down. Out of all those applications, 150 teachers, 50 principals, 25 districts, 25 early childhood providers, and 25 school boards were selected as semifinalists and went on to compete in the regional judging process. So again, congratulations to the district for being nominated.
We also did not get a chance at the employee banquet to recognize Dr. Byram. I believe he was out of state at that time, but he reached his 35 years of service to Southwest ISD.
You're kidding.
He thought he was going to get out here recognized.
I didn't know I was that old.
That includes the 10 years you did in student council.
10 years of student council.
I don't believe this person was out of state. I believe he was maybe Turkey. He also missed the employee banquet. But 45 years of service to our deputy superintendent from He said after 4 decades he can skip 1 or 2 things.
God, you forgot because he always shows up for a free meal. Senior moment.
Aw, that's awesome. Yay!
Mr. President, that concludes our recognition part.
All right, thank you. Do we have anybody signed up tonight to speak to the board?
No, sir.
All right, usually at this time I just let y'all go, but I want to say something before I do that. This is the first time that we've had 2 schools come in and have 2 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians. And we're really proud of you people. And each school is really, really doing good now. And I just wanted to say that we're really proud of both of you. And usually at this time I'll say that the exciting part is over and it's nothing but boring later on. We'll be glad to have you all stay, but there's not going to be anything else exciting going. So I'll give you a minute or so. If you'd like to leave, you can. If not, you can stay.
Yeah, I would go ahead.
Don't be shy. Look at you. You can be the first one to leave.
That's water.
No, 45. No, I know, I just.
Well, it feels 45, huh? Okay. All right, thank you.
I missed my 15-year last year. I didn't get to go to the banquet.
There's the raise I've been looking for.
I don't think you'll be happy. Not much.
2003.
You want me to put burnt orange on my daughter?
2001. 2001 you got elected or 2002?
Do what?
Either 2000,
Oh,
did I get appointed for 1 year?
Let's be honest, let's all call each other friends here.
I thought you took over for Walter Geiger.
I took over for,
No. No, it was Walter. Because Walter was right before Juan. And you were right before me. Nobody was between us. And Carol Fields was already on the board. Or maybe Juan Martinez? No. He got.
I thought it was Joe Escobar, because he didn't finish his final term, because he got shipped out.
I think it was Joe Escobar.
Well, who took over? Oh, Raul.
Maybe back in the, way back in the history book.
I think
All right, if the rest of y'all want to come on in and sit down, we'll get started. Next thing on the agenda is the consent agenda, and before we actually get into that, I need to mention that there's one part we left out, and on the consent agenda, there's 3 special meetings of May 17, 2019 to add to that. So that will be an addendum to that. Are there any questions?
No, I move to approve the consent agenda.
A second.
It's been made, pointed and seconded for the consent agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. The next thing we go into is items of information and is construction.
Yes. Bring up Mr. Barajas and give a report on construction updates.
Good afternoon. We're going to give you guys a update on Phase 2, Southwest High School Phase 2. And here to give us the update is Mr. Rafael Bedoya with Fluger and Mr. Cole Hensley with Joris General Contractors.
Good evening, everybody. So tonight we're presenting on Board Report number 11, which takes us through the end of April 30th, which was the last pay-up that we processed, which was number 12, and that took us to about 70% complete. Probably through the mid of the month, we're a little close, getting closer to 75% complete. And you might think that we still got a lot to go, but this 25% that's left is pretty much what we're going to be doing over the summer. So I know we're all excited that school is finishing up, but we're getting excited for the summer work that's to come. You can see on the pictures that we put on the report is the 2 top ones. Shows the amphitheater that has now been turned over to the campus. The temporary partitions have been taken down, and the school is now using it. I saw a couple of pictures from an event that was there, that they took pictures of all the students up there. It looked like it's being used as we intended it to be, so we were very happy about that. So for the amphitheater, the counselors' areas underneath, and the study labs on top, or the study rooms on top, were pretty much complete. Joris is doing their punch list now, and we should be completing that here in the next few weeks, hopefully before the start of summer. For the Health Professions Academy, we're also complete with that. Joris is doing their punch list. One of the minor items that we have to do still is to do the modules that we're going to put in the labs. Pretty much making them to the next level and showing that they're kind of like a hospital setting or a lab setting. So that's one thing that we're looking forward to. But overall, that area is also complete. For the corridor areas, we've talked in the past that the second floor has been done. A few areas that we're going to touch on in the summer. For the first floor, they've been doing a lot of work down there as well, and we've been turning areas that's being completed. This picture on the right shows some of the work that's been done lately inside the corridors in front of the gymnasiums. Some of that now has been gypped, and it's being prepared for painting, and we're holding a little bit on the floor because another contractor is doing some wood flooring inside. So there's a little coordination issue going there.
Can I ask a quick question before you finish?
ma'am.
Can you refresh my memory what we're going to do on the floor in the cafeteria?
In the cafeteria, we're going to put porcelain tile,
Okay.
the large format. Once the kids leave for the summer, George is going to come in with their demolition crews. We'll call it selective demolition, and they're going to start removing that existing saltillo tile and that aggregate material that's on the floor, and that'll take them about a week or two at most, we hope. And based on how the surface is underneath, they're going to prep it, and then they're going to start putting the new tile.
So that's going to be in the cafeteria and then also in
The
the,
In
when
the-
you first come in?
In the
Yes,
lobby,
Okay,
yes, ma'am.
perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
So the focus of the summer will be that flooring and also the work that we're doing in the lobby.
Okay.
Came up other night, the counseling offices are the one up above.
They're the ones below the new amphitheater, but they are also going to be using the top offices as needed. I think one thing that was mentioned was for their visiting staff as a rotation, but that will be a flexible space that would be used for both students and staff. But the majority of their counseling offices are underneath the amphitheater. There's a set of 6, 7 offices.
Okay.
The fire alarm work has been ongoing, and right now they're about 85% complete. So they're still tying up things that will take them through the summer. And I guess solar tube. There's a few skylights on the roof that are going to have some fall protection. There's a lot of skylights up there, so there's a few that we're still missing to put some fall protection. But other than that, the work's ongoing. The bottom right photo that I put up there, that's your existing lobby now, and I kind of wanted to throw it up there because next time we see it, hopefully it'll be looking new, or looking revamped. So, but that's it for our presentation for tonight.
What are well, that's not the way to put it, but we're gonna be able to finish this thing during the summer with plenty of time to spare?
Yes, sir. The date is August 16th for substantial completion, so.
And what date do
Doris?
we
That's
come
correct.
back?
Joris says absolutely. He's back there.
100%?
He's way in the back. He's coming up.
What, does
No
anybody,
rain days on that one, that's all.
that's pretty close, that's,
August, say it again? The first day of school is August
26.
26th?
Yeah.
I don't have the calendar.
Convocation is August 21st, I believe.
I was saying 21st because that's the one we needed for convocation.
I have another question. It's nothing that Joris is doing or Fluger, but can we replace that furniture we have in the lobby?
Yes.
It looks so bad.
That was actually on the consent agenda.
Okay.
So we
I didn't
purchased a
see
bunch of that. Yeah, we're
So
revamping,
getting rid of
we're
that.
buying up stuff similar to what we got at Legacy. We're replacing a lot of that furniture.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the cafeteria, but I didn't see it.
anything else?
It'd be better.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just to give you guys a quick update on Southwest High School Phase 3, we started the pre-programming conversations with Fluger, so we'll be starting to bring in campus administrators and all the other stakeholders that will be affected by Phase 3. On the natatorium, we're in contract negotiations with Marmon Mock. Both their lawyers and our lawyers are in talks about contracts. So as soon as that gets going, we're ready to get started on the design part of it.
So the design has not started at
No.
all?
No, ma'am.
We're gonna start setting up visits to other natatoriums here in the near future. We just gotta work out fee schedules and terms and conditions that both sides we can't agree at this point, but we will get there.
Do you mind inviting us or
Sure,
giving us the opportunity
absolutely.
to go with you?
Absolutely.
Everybody wants to come. We'll get you some dates, because we have to all kind of coordinate when they let us in the facility. So we'll shoot those dates along to everyone who wants to come along.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, the next thing, we have to pay for all this, tax report.
Tax report, sir, we're up 8% this month
All right.
compared to last year. Yeah,
You're
so,
doing a great job.
sure. They just pay us, so if they pay us on time, it's good.
All right, on the financial investment, the gifts, enrollment, purchases over 50,000, questions, anybody? All right, the calendar of events, about 4 things every day now. All right, the next thing will be the Southwest High School graduation report.
Yes, sir. I believe we have, high school professor, Ms. Bunsen, here in the back there. Just as we traditionally do, just we give a brief report about, the commencement, the Portland location going on. It's gonna be different this year. We have, for the first time in history, 2 high school graduations at the same time on the same day. And so, we'll let Ms. Bunsen kind of talk about the Southwest High School, as they will be the first one this year.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Thank you. This year we will be the first ones to graduate, and I am very happy to report we have an estimated 518 students to graduate this year, as opposed to the 900 that we had last year. And so we are estimated to get that done in about an hour and 20 minutes or so, as opposed to the 2 hours last year. And so we will have that June 1st at the Alamo Dome, starting at promptly at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So, of course, we will see you all there. And
Now, after that, y'all gonna have oxygen before we go into the next one?
absolutely, yes, we will have oxygen, plenty of water, and snacks.
T-bone steak.
Absolutely, yes, we will have that ready for you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We also have our Southwest Legacy High School. Joseph Henry.
I guess we did it.
His first graduation as a principal and the first with a high school.
All right, good evening. So we're looking at about 440 students will be walking the stage on June 1 at 7 o'clock.
How many, Joe?
About 440 students, candidates at this point. So as soon as Southwest High School is done, we'll be moving in at about 4 o'clock or so we can start our rehearsal. Usually in the past, they had the rehearsal in the mornings, but now since we got both graduations, we'll be rehearsing about 4 o'clock. So our kids will load Legacy at about 3 o'clock or so and get to the dome, and we'll start our rehearsal. So we're pretty excited.
Bet so.
I wanted Ms. Valdez. Ms. Valdez, she's kind of spearheading our senior walk. She's going to say a couple things about our senior walk. So.
First, good evening. Thank you for allowing me to speak really quick. We've been prepping and planning Senior Walk for a couple of months now, and there have been a lot of people helping out. We have put in so many hours into this event for our seniors, and as you guys know, this is our inaugural Senior Walk. It's Legacy's first ever senior class, and it's in 2 days. It's going to be Thursday night, Titan Stadium, and we just wanted to personally invite each and every one of you guys to come out and support our campus clubs and organizations, and of course celebrate our seniors. So there's that. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So thank you, Principal. So I don't know if there's any questions that our board members might have for either of us.
Is it 5 o'clock, the senior walk? What time? 5.
That's what time it starts off, but senior walk will be what?
Yeah, senior walk is about 6:45.
So are y'all having a free, like a festival, or?
Yes, everything will take place at the stadium.
Anybody else?
The plan is to start in the single arch all the way in the back.
Yes, the arch is behind the visitor side, and then the kids will march down and cut through where the marquee is and go straight into to the stadium.
Mr. Gidry said the fact that that's going to be taped next year is going to help for the second hand.
Anybody else? All right, moving right along, we go to item number 13, and business and financing, and a report on purchasing co-op.
Yes, sir. This is our annual report on purchasing cooperatives. This is the cooperatives that the district currently uses to help mitigate costs when we're not able to do bids or RFPs. We're members of each one of these co-ops. Some of these actually give us rebates. It gives you a breakdown of the commodities that we purchase and what money we're spending with each. So this has helped us to meet procurement law. And so this is just a report and for the board to see and continue to use the same cooperatives next year.
Any questions? Need a motion?
I move.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. The drainage improvement on the football field.
Yes, sir. Mr. Barajas is going to report on this.
Yes, the Board of Trustees approved the construction documents and procurement method on the last month's board meeting. CEC, Civil Engineer Consultants helped us prepare this RFCSP, which we received bids on May 9th, where four bids were submitted, ranging from $471,642 to $796,800. Together with CEC, we did our evaluation on the contractors and checking up references, where it showed, you see it on your board packet, where D Plata Construction was ranked the highest based on the selection criteria. The cost of this project will be funded out of fund balance, and our recommendation is to approve D Plata Construction for the Southwest High School Football Stadium Drainage Improvement Project for the amount of $471,642.
How about the grass? Going to be
Correct. That was we had that presented last month. They approved Multichem, Texas Multichem, to come in and to resod and recrown the field. And this is the outer areas to help drain that.
Right. The question being, is it going to be where it'll really look green?
Yes.
That probably doesn't make sense, but
We know what you're saying. Yes, sir. That's why we wanted to
What type
choose.
of grass are they gonna put in? Green?
Green.
The green is grass.
Right now, there's three different type of grass on that field right now.
Right, I know Texas Multichem will need to do a submittal process.
It's gonna be all one
Right.
type of grass, not
Right.
different kind of like we have now.
Absolutely.
And that was the reason why we split it, in order to have the grass and recrowning earlier as an early package before this got submitted, so.
okay, it's just, the reason I brought that up, you drive down, and I hate to mention this name, but at Medina Valley in their practice field where they're on it every single day, it always is really been fertilized every day, I guess, because it looks really nice. And they've always wanted us to be able to look like that too down there.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're going to hold the vendor to high standards and make sure we
Okay.
have great grass.
'Cause I know we've had that problem over the years and we've never really corrected it.
Yeah, it's kind of never been.
But anyway, go ahead.
It's never been touched for the 3 or 4 decades it's been down there. And Chief played on it.
Anyway, it's gonna be green, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And it's gonna be grass, right?
Yes,
It's grass.
it's gonna be.
All right.
Mr. Dawkins.
We need a motion.
I move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next thing is to pave the visitors area on Southwest Legacy Football Field Stadium.
Yes, the updated background was handed out to you guys right before the meeting. Again, the construction documents and procurement method was also approved on the same board meeting on April 19th. CEC, Alan helped us out prepare that RCSP packet on where we received bids on May 16th. On that bid, we had 5 different bidders, ranging from $607,000 to $752,906. Again, together with CEC and Southwest ISD staff, we did our ranking based on the selection criteria, where it shows that CGC General Contractors was ranked the highest, and our recommendation, the cost of this project will be funded also fund balance. And our recommendation is that the board approve CGC General Contractors for the Southwest Legacy High School Football Stadium visitor parking lot in the amount of $607,000.
Questions?
Is it gonna be I'm sorry, a pavement or asphalt or asphalt? Okay.
But it's gonna have some fencing, it's gonna have some lighting, it's gonna have some, yeah,
All that's included in the 607? Awesome. I move.
Motion's been made, second? Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. As usual, I forgot something, so we go back to item 11, consider candidate nomination for TASB Board.
I'd just like to say that we had considered nominating Flo. We had heard a rumor that Robert may not be running again, but he is running again, and he's doing a good job. And I just found out that the person that may not run is the one that's up next year. So that'll give Flo a year to get familiar with the process, and I'll help her with that and get her ready to run next
For
year.
those of you that were wondering, I was ready to just jump in.
We knew you would, though, that's why.
So I'll do it next week.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right,
I move we do not nominate anyone at this time.
motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carried. Moving on down to item D, increasing school participation in the community eligibility provision, CEP.
yes, sir, I'm gonna bring up Mr. Winston Gatlin. He will be presenting on this topic. It's good news.
Good evening. The Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010 has provided us a different, called CEP, Community Eligibility Provision, and we've been using it since 2015. Basically, it's instead of using applications, we're able to get a percentage and use that for reimbursement based on identified students of TANF, SNAP, migrant, Head Start, and different other ways to get those identified students. And we've been doing it since 2015, 16, 17, 18, we had 8 schools. And then last year we added 8 more schools. We have 16 schools right now in CEP. And we would like to add Castem and Scobie Middle School. That would put us at a percentage of 99.72%. I know in the past I've always said we want to stay at 100% to guarantee that we would not lose reimbursement money. But at the 99.72%, I feel like we will not lose any money because we would increase the free that we're getting in Scobie. Right now they're free and reduced is about 76%. So increasing them to the 99.72% will make up for everybody else being at 99.72%, and we're so close to 100%. Feel like at this time not to add Southwest High School because it would bring everybody down to about 95%. So our recommendation is to add Castem and Scobie to all the existing CEP schools at this time.
That means the whole school's identified, or that were, nobody's paying for them, or what does that mean?
Correct. Every campus except for Southwest High School.
Okay.
And we tried to work Southwest High School in there. Southwest High School would cost us $27,000 a month if we added them. And so it was just too much of a loss for the whole year. But this would, we would take a little bit of a hit, but not a lot with adding these 2 in there, and we would feed a lot of kids. We'd feed the rest of the other middle schools, so all middle schools would be fed, and then
And we would be reimbursed for all those campuses.
correct.
Yeah, CEP, it eliminates reduced, so the 99.72% would be free, and only 0.28 would be at the paid reimbursement.
Have we ever included Southwest High School?
No, we haven't been able to since the beginning.
And we weren't
Any other
able to add Castem last year just because it was a new school and it didn't have any data.
Now they will.
Yeah.
Other questions?
I move on the recommendation.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Moving to item 14, approval of the textbook selection.
Yes, we have Bonnie, who has taken us through the process, and so she has a report for tonight.
Good evening, Mr. Frazier, Board. Thank you so much for allowing me to come and talk to you today. During the selection process, the district textbook members met on 2 occasions. And in addition, the stakeholders had, including community members, teachers, administration, had opportunities to be able to see presentations of all the vendors of the top 2 on 2 different occasions as well. Each campus then was given a rubric that they were to use, and each grade level was to evaluate their textbook, both textbooks, the top 2, to come to their final recommendation of what they felt was going to meet the needs of their students. Finally, the campus committee members, administration, and teachers were all allowed to vote through a Google form, and that's how we tabulated the votes to come up with these recommendations. For kinder through 5th grade, we want to adopt McGraw-Hill programs, Wonders for the English Language Arts program, and Maravillas for the Spanish language arts. For 6th through 8th grade, we want to have HMH, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt is the full name, and that program is called Into Literature Texas. At the high school, we also had a half-credit course, which was financial literacy, and we are recommending to have Ramsey education product called Foundations of Personal Finance. I'm asking the board for these educational materials and your approval.
Questions?
I move.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, ma'am.
What? I am a,
We have an instructional material allotment.
yeah.
We approved the parking lot. I think we're not gonna approve the textbook.
I'll put one balance on there.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right, now we need 3 more things.
Yes, sir. Just a reminder, actually before we're done, the 8th grade race, I don't know what year we're in, but we're in 6th year, I think.
3. I think this is our 3rd year.
The 3rd annual 8th car race, Alamo City Electric Box car race will take place this Thursday, May 23rd. Begins about 8 a.m. at Traders Village. The race normally starts off about an hour after that. But there's an opening ceremony and stuff. We can have a few of our board members there, like you always do.
What time? 8:30?
It's 8:30, 8 a.m. It has here the start time. I will get more information because when the opening ceremony will be.
And what's the date again?
Thursday, May 23rd.
Why did they change it?
I don't know the exact reason, other than I heard that the.
Safety issues with Texas A&M is like they couldn't figure out a good route for the course. It just didn't work out because of traffic and kids coming.
I was just wondering,
It was
because
the
it
curve.
was supposedly gonna be a really good.
Yeah, the turn wasn't wide enough to have that many cars at one time, so, yes. And it worked out really well at Traders Village, so I think it's a good change, so. Southwest Legacy Senior Walk, you heard, is that same day, but it's in the evening, so if you're looking for a full day festivity Thursday, we have it for you. Then Memorial Day, holidays, Monday, May 27th, 2019. Before we go in, I want to mention that I think we kind of mistakenly left one person off of our recognitions. You guys know that we had 2 student athletes go to the state UIL meet and really represented their high schools very well. One of those athletes actually medaled in 2 of her events, in the shot put 3rd place, and then in the discus. She was the champion for 5A in the state of Texas, the 2nd largest state in the union. And so Morgan Fay, very proud of her, and we would like to bring her in here in June, because when we have students achieve at the state level, we definitely want to recognize them and bring them in here and acknowledge them in front of our board. But kudos to her for a really great effort and a great season. So proud of her.
Did
Her
you,
mom, you know her mom, probably.
We can ask our mom to stand up.
Who's that?
Did you say there were two people?
Yes.
Mudio, Ronnie Mudio, was the other student, and he was, in the 400, and he came in ninth place. He did a great job for us.
He's the only kid in that race that played a baseball game from 1 to 3, or 1 to 4, ran in a race at 9 o'clock at night, because that's when it took off, and then played another baseball game the very next morning. So he should be in there. He did a great job.
He's kind of a lazy guy.
We were so proud of him.
I know there's some really great students, very proud of both of those.
Anything else? No. Anybody? All right, let me read these numbers. Under Texas Government Code 551.001-551.146, we go into executive session. All right, we come back into regular session. It's 8:02, and we go down to items of information about superintendent's recommendations.
I move we approve the superintendent's recommendation on personnel.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Three more things.
Sure, no.
On the ball tonight. Nothing? Anybody?
Thank you
All
guys
right,
for your
Reeve.
time. Congratulations again on the election. And, just so you guys know, when we voted, I voted that time. The first time I ever voted. We approved their Ida and Sylvester.
Oh, thought you meant that you voted for me for the
We got
first
your vote?
time.
All right, we're adjourned at 8:03.